Should the Raiders trade their key defensive anchor? The Las Vegas Raiders find themselves at a crossroads in the 2024 NFL season. What was supposed to be a year of resurgence has quickly spiraled into one of disappointment, leaving fans and analysts alike wondering if the organization should make a decisive move before the NFL trade deadline. Among those potential moves, the question looms: should the Raiders trade away their underappreciated defensive linchpin, Adam Butler? Heading into this season, the Raiders had cautiously optimistic hopes. True, many observers doubted they'd finish over 500, but within the organization, there was a sense that they could push for a playoff berth. Last December's shocking upset victory over the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium seemed to breathe life into their aspirations, sparking dreams of a dark horse playoff run. The Raiders seemed poised to prove the doubters wrong. Yet, the reality of the 2024 season has fallen far short of those expectations. With a string of losses and mounting frustration, the team appears stuck in limbo, hesitating to take the steps that could secure a stronger future. They've already made headlines by trading away star receiver Davante Adams, signaling a potential shift toward rebuilding. But oddly enough, Las Vegas remains largely inactive as the trade deadline nears, apparently determined to hold onto some key pieces despite the odds stacked against them. One such piece is defensive lineman Adam Butler, who has quietly delivered solid performances week after week. Butler, 30, isn't a household name or a Pro Bowler, but his contributions on the field have been invaluable. In the trenches, his strength and technique have anchored the Raiders' defensive line, logging 32 tackles so far this season. In his first year with the team last season, he racked up 28 tackles and 5 sacks, numbers that, while modest, reflect his steady presence on the interior. For a team eyeing a rebuild, retaining Butler may seem counterintuitive. He's an experienced player in the final year of his contract, and at his age, he's unlikely to be a central figure in the Raiders' long-term plans. So why isn't Las Vegas actively pursuing a trade? Butler's value in the trade market may not be sky-high, but it's enough that the Raiders could secure a draft pick in return, perhaps a 5th or 6th round selection. For a team like the Raiders, facing a playoff drought, any additional draft capital could be critical in reshaping the roster. Holding on to Butler could mean walking away with nothing if he departs in free agency, making it all the more puzzling why the Raiders haven't seized the chance to move him. Time is running out, and with the trade deadline fast approaching, the Raiders have a narrow window to reconsider. They're not the only team in need of reinforcements on the defensive line, and Butler could be a valuable addition to a contender seeking depth. His name has flown under the radar, yet as Tuesday's deadline looms, whispers of a potential deal could intensify. Las Vegas might just have one last opportunity to pivot, trading Butler to set a more decisive course for the future. Will they make the leap, or will they hold on to a veteran whose best years may not align with the team's trajectory? With the clock ticking down to November 5, the choice is theirs. But it's a choice that could echo through the Raiders' rebuild for seasons to come.